One day, a man was driving along a country road when he suddenly noticed something strange on the roadside. Looking closer, he realized a drama of the wild was unfolding right before his eyes. A huge black bear was attacking a young moose. The poor animal was desperately trying to break free, but the bear had already sunk its grip into it and was dragging it into the thicket. Stunned by what he saw, the man at first couldn't believe his eyes. It was like a scene from a documentary, only it was happening right in front of him. He slammed on the horn, honking incessantly. The loud sound filled the forest, and, frightened by the noise, the bear retreated, abandoning its victim and disappearing among the trees. The moose, trembling with fear and pain, lay on the ground, breathing heavily and bleeding. Although the man knew it wasn't customary to interfere with the laws of nature, his heart wouldn't allow him to leave the wounded animal to die. He carefully got out of his car and approached the moose, trying not to frighten it further. In its eyes, there was despair, but also hope, as if it understood that the man before it was not an enemy. The man gently stroked its head, whispering soothing words. After several minutes of hesitation, he made a decision: he wouldn't leave the moose here. With great effort, he loaded the animal into the trunk and drove home to save its life. At first, the moose was too weak to stand. The man cared for it like a child, feeding it milk, treating its wounds, covering it with a blanket. He even let it sleep nearby so it wouldn't feel lonely. Gradually, the animal grew accustomed to the house and became a true member of the family. 6 months passed. But the man understood, no matter how attached he had grown to his charge, the moose was a wild animal, and its place was where the trees rustle and the air smells of freedom. With a heavy heart, he drove it back to the forest and set it free. The moose didn't leave immediately. It stood for a long time, looking at its savior, as if understanding this was a farewell. Then it snorted quietly and disappeared among the spruce trees. Years passed. The man often remembered that little moose calf that once lay in his arms. And then one day, almost 5 years later, he heard a strange noise in his yard. Going outside, he froze. Standing before him was a huge, muscular moose with massive antlers. It stood calmly, as if waiting for the meeting. The man knew immediately it was the same moose. Recognizing its savior, the animal came closer and gently nudged his shoulder with its muzzle. In that moment, the same invisible bond that had once saved one of their lives flared between them again. Before leaving, the moose left its shed pair of antlers by the gate, a symbol of gratitude and eternal friendship. The man picked them up, squeezed them in his hands, and couldn't hold back his tears.